Oh yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They told me what's on my AP. Perfect timing. They told me bust down my AP. Perfect timing. All weekend long. This ain't just for the Browns fans. This for the culture. Hello. Y'all ain't never seen me hit this one. Yeah. All weekend long. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Been one of them days. Yeah, man. Yeah. You hear me? How y'all feel? No, I was on the way. Yeah. Man, shout out to this. Hey, so I got this Brown. This for anybody who want to get some Browns gear to support Shedeur. In the Browns colors, but Twisted Caps made this hoodie. Shout out to Twisted Caps. Hey, put that watch in there. Yeah, I had to hit it, man. I had to hit it. It wasn't just for the Browns, man. It ain't just, man, it's for the culture. Man, y'all know how we started this week. You know how we started the week, right? We started the week. Everybody was upset. This is how the week went now. Everybody was upset, right? Cool. All right. The depth chart came out, right? Cool. If you was in this live earlier this week, I said, be cool, right? If you was in this live earlier this week and you a Shedeur Sanders fan, I said, be cool. I said, it's something different going on here. I said it. I said everything looks crazy. This was what, Tuesday? Monday, Tuesday? Depth chart came out. I said, be cool. Cool, right? Then the news comes out, and I said, all right, I told y'all I was right. All right, cool. But then they signed Tyler Huntley, but then they sit Gabriel and Pickett. And we like, hold up, what's going on with this? They sit two quarterbacks, right? And they're like, all right, that's when I started. Now, as let me see this. Let me say this. As confident as I was this whole week, even toward the end of the week, I started feeling a little crazy because I was like, today on the morning run, I was like, man, it's just something I don't think they're trying to set them up, but it just feels like the goalposts moving. It just something ain't right. I hope they don't try to take it away from him, even if he balls out. The man went out there and balled so hard, it don't even matter if they try to take it away from him. It's on film, dog. It's on film, dog. It's on film. It's on film. You feel me? It's on film. It don't matter what Cleveland does. It's on film now. It's on film. This ain't what we think happened. This ain't this ain't what Mary Kay said happened. This ain't what Tony Grossi said happened. It's on film, dog. Hello. I was talking to my little bro Step Brown earlier. PopItDon'tStopIt.com, sir. Hello. It's on film now. That's it. People wonder why so many people are hyped up about Shedeur. It's the same thing why people were hyped up about his dad when he got to Colorado. It's the same thing. When you hate physical representations of the culture, you also hate on the culture. And these are the same culture vultures that is cool as long as you can sing the songs, you can wear the clothes, but you better stay in line. Don't be too confident in yourself. Don't be arrogant. Don't be cocky. Don't be confident. No. So it's all good as long as you walk around with your head down. You tell a story about you grew up in a single parent home, how you had to struggle and football was your only way out because that means you love the game. That's code word for saying the only, and it's okay if that's your story. But what happens when that's not your story and you still true to who you are? That's a problem. That's why people are fired up. The old narrative is passing away. We got to involve dad. We got kids who didn't have to hustle, didn't have to struggle. They did it the right way and would be successful whether they play football or not. This ain't a win just for the Cleveland Browns. This is a win for all the Browns. Hello. This is a win for the culture. Don't get me started. Martin Luther. Hey, boy, hey, man. Don't get me started now. Because I said it. I said, man, look, you know it's bigger than that. I said, y'all be cool. You know it's bigger than that. I said, it's bigger than what we can see. It's for all of us. You hear me? We can talk about some football in a minute, but I wanted us to get into the reason why you see so many trolls. Why you see so many trolls? It's people who were rooting. There is I don't believe there was one quarterback who played tonight that had more people rooting against him just because of the people rooting for him. I can go in my Twitter mentions and see people saying just because his dad is Deion Sanders doesn't make him a good quarterback. Well, who said that? People going out of their way to hate. Because trolling in this generation, that's the cool thing. So now this week, you know what the special is in Cleveland this week? So in Atlanta, we do lemon pepper wings. In Cincinnati, they do that skyline chili. In Nashville, they do Nashville hot chicken. But in Cleveland, in what we call hater meteor row, the special is crow. You can get it grilled, fried, sauteed, boiled, however you want it. Crow combo number 4. They got to eat crow. Shout out to Tony Grossi. Shout out to Mary Kay. Look, crow. Look, crow. You hear me? That's the special on Cleveland Media Row. Don't get me started. Yeah, man, because I love it when they like, dudes, why you so excited? Because it wasn't just about Shedeur. It was about what they did to the man. Oh, man. What Bucky said on here. What Bucky say on here? He built for it. Send me. Bucky said, send me. So look, y'all, let's get here. This is a step. The race, the finish line is a long ways away. This is a step, y'all. It's a step. A first step. A positive step. But this is a step. So let's enjoy it this weekend. Right? But come Monday, back to work. Back to work. Back to work. It's a step. That's all. That's a step. Okay? There's so much more to go. But just imagine what the media narrative would have been if instead of 14 or 23 but 2 touchdowns, it was 4-13 with 2 interceptions. What would that be like right now? What would that be like right now? It gets different. And guess what? Don't be surprised if you don't see him play next week. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. We're watching something that we can't control. We just got to watch. And understand there are going to be some things that happen that we don't understand. Just like we didn't understand the depth chart. Just like a lot of people didn't understand the Tyler Huntley thing. Right? Okay, cool. It ain't over. It ain't over. But I guarantee you this. Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback today in that locker room. Guaranteed. This ain't the time to go dunk on nobody. You enjoy the victory, right? But now Shedeur put it on film, dog. And guess what? What did I say last week? I said I want him to do it with the guys he been doing it with. Flourier and Gage. That's what we wanted to do. And he did it with those guys. Now, Shedeur, it's still some stuff to work on. This is why you gotta love it. He had an opportunity to dunk on any of the haters. He didn't. They interviewed him. The boy apologized to his dad for not taking advantage of the situation, for not putting his best foot forward. And a lot of people are saying, well, why did Shedeur say that? Is his confidence broken? No. He said that because he knows he could have been 20 or 23. And he knows that. Imagine feeling like you played horribly and you played well. You ever known you were so good at something when it didn't go your way? It's almost like having a hand and you playing spades and you got a straight Boston 13 and you come up with 12. You still won 12-1, but if you're a real spades player and you know what's going on and you had a chance to run a Boston, you're going to be upset you didn't get your Boston. Imagine Shedeur having the game that he had and being damn near somber when being interviewed like, hey, my bad, Dad. I could have went even crazier. Yeah, buddy, we on that type of timing. You hear me? We on that type of timing. Shedeur got to get, hold on, let's go to a couple super chats. Solo Zeke, what's up with your boy? He said they going to always move the goalpost. Man, look, you know it. We know it. It's, it's part of it. But when the goalpost moves, right, there's a ultimate equalizer in this whole thing. Nobody can take away the fact of who and what Shedeur Sanders is. And when I say who he is, I said this last week, but I'm gonna say it again. Whose he is. It ain't just who it is, it's whose he is. Don't let that go over your head. Thank you, Solo Z. FPSD said $2 gotta get rid of the ball. Absolutely. First series, he could have got rid of the ball. There's nobody saying he had a perfect game, and I appreciate that super chat, FPSD. But man, let me tell you this. If that was your first game and you get to go work at it, and when you see quick pressure, you got to get rid of the ball. All right. But what happens when you put him with the best options on the team? So he has the confidence that, you know what, I see quick pressure. I've got a vet on the outside that can get open in the phone booth. Imagine him having Jared Judy. Not making excuses, but I'm just painting a picture. Imagine that being Jared Judy with his footwork and you being able to say, they hot. Let's go. Get rid of the ball. Okay? And he'll get better. But yes, he does have to get rid of the ball. I call it fair. One thing about it, that's what Coach Prime wants. When I started covering Colorado, Coach Prime told me, he said, Deuce, you call it fair. He said, you don't have to lie for me. He said, if you see it, you say it. Just make sure it's fair. And I had some videos where I said Colorado need to do a better job stopping the run. You can't win without stopping the run. You right, dog. That's what Coach Prime, if I talk to him, he gonna see, this is the thing I think people that people don't understand about the culture, for real, is that when you got people who are used to excellence, you get an opportunity to tell them when they're wrong, when they're really wrong. Just don't hate on them. Just don't make a false narrative. But you get that opportunity to tell people this ain't that when that ain't that. So the whole thing about him getting rid of the ball, I'm going to say that because he can get rid of the ball. And maybe that's part of that. My bad, Dad, because he knew he had something he could have got rid of. But then look at some of the other stuff that happened. What about on the first drive? Imagine how that first drive ends if the wide receiver gets depth to the first down marker. Y'all remember that? Wide receiver didn't get depth to the first down marker. That should have been a first down. You get what I'm saying? So Shedeur, you ain't the only one who got some skin in the game of things that you can fix, my brother. But that's why they call him grown, because he took accountability. Like, hey, we beating the snot out these folks straight B2A, and I could have done back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all. So look, I'm telling everybody in this chat. Hold on, let me scroll up. I know I missed a lot of chats. Oh, I got a super chat too. Hold on 1 second. That's Brooklyn Drive. Okay, I see it, Brooklyn Drive. That's how you supposed to feel, man. Must be perfected. Shout out to Savage. Brooklyn Driver. My daughter will cry if she gets one answer wrong on the test. Okay? Facts. Prime time 2.0. Now you know what to work on. Yeah. Pay $2 to say the obvious. I'm telling you. It's all good. Legendary. Shout out to Miss Susan. Yeah, FPSD, I'm cool. I'm cool with that post, man. That's one thing my boy said. Cole Prime said, hey, man, dude, tell the truth. All right. Brooklyn Driver says Shedeur put on a clinic tonight, and that tweaker Mary Kay is upset. Man, what'd she say? And we can all be tweakers, so Mary Kay, I just want you to know, just in case you watching this, Mary Kay, they say you be tweaking. And appreciate that super chat, Brooklyn Driver. Keith Tunstall said, not bad for a guy passing the ball to a lot of equipment manager custodians. Man, shout out to the custodians, man. Them boys, hey, man, they got some. Hey, man. Shoot, man, I need to go see if I can go find them custodians. See, they go work with my son. Hello. Hey, man. Let me see if I can go find one of them old custodians. See, they can go play a little catch, come, run routes with my son. Clearly, they got it. Coach Step must be training them custodians and them equipment managers. Step, hey, hello. Man, shout out to the custodians. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the custodians and the equipment managers. Oh yeah, I'm monetized. Oh, I was ready. I got a thumbnail up and everything. You know what I'm playing? Yeah, we ain't missed none of that. We monetized. We did it all tonight. But I do want to also say this ain't finish line. Not the finish line. Not the finish line. Not at all. Not the finish line. Just getting started. Long way to go. Man, Fat Don. Number 37 did his thing with that catch and pulled up. Give him shout out to Flourier. Yeah, he did. Yeah, shout out to Flourier. Miss Joyce, what's up, Miss Joyce? Miss Joyce, I got your email too. I'm gonna respond to it. I got your email, Miss Joyce. And thank you. Man, shout out to Miss Joyce, man. Miss Joyce does such a great job of keeping me inspired, seeing things that she can help me with, man. So, Miss Joyce, I want to tell you thank you in front of everybody because I might look up, I might got an email, and it's my buddy, Miss Joyce. She don't play. Thank you, Miss Joyce. Community and family. That's what we building. Shout out to you, Miss Joyce. Yes, sir. Yeah, we not gloating. We ain't gloating. But it does feel good. It is it feels good. It don't feel like a regular game. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel that way. Have you ever been this excited about a preseason game? When's the last time you saw the NFL promote a preseason game like this on the ticker? Man, Big Beast Franklin came on in with the super chat. He said, I bet that viewership dropped when Huntley came in. Shout out to Snoop. He played well too. He know that system real well. He played well too. Man, please. Preseason game. Man, I should have went, boy. Someone told me to go, man. Someone told me to go. Man. And shout out to all the content creators, man. It's gonna be a lot of we're gonna see a lot of Shedeur this weekend, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Just thinking on it. Every opportunity to make this go left was given to Shedeur. He could have drove that car straight into the wall, and nobody would have said anything because you can look at the way this whole thing was presented. It's just been weird the whole time. The whole time this has been weird. 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 In Cleveland, had the foresight or the straight luck to go get a first round quarterback in the 5th round. Man, what did Quincy Avery say? Hold on, we gotta go see what that boy Quincy said. Gotta see what the boy Quincy said. I just want to see what Quincy said. You gotta go check that boy Quincy. See what he said. He ain't said, he ain't said nothing. He ain't say nothing. He ain't say nothing. But yeah, man, you gotta, you really gotta. They was Miss Susan. They was in Charlotte. Bucket was there. Man, the only thing I hated about this game is that it would have been so much. It would have been so much better if Jimmy Horn was on the side with Shedeur. Man, that would have been too cold. That'd have been too much like right. Let me check this box score. Okay, Jimmy got 4 catches. Okay. Jimmy had 4 tonight. That would have been that quick read for Shedeur. Boog was in the building. Shout out to Boog. I wonder if Boog will pick up. Boog probably, man, they probably celebrating so hard. I'm gonna text him. Yeah. Text my partner, man. So what's next? What's next for Shedeur? Can he get some ones in practice yet? But I don't know, man. Keep him over there with Mr. James and Mike them over there with the custodians and equipment managers. It seems to be working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Matter of fact, sign the equipment managers. Sign the custodians. Sign them. Sign them. Sign them. Let them sign them. Yeah, my boy out there with the equipment manager. Sign them. That's all that's left. We got super chats. My bad, y'all. Man, you snapped with that one right there. The boy Marty said legendary. And he got the Dion's in there. Boy, I got mine too, Marty. You hear me? Got the Dion. Hey, boy, it get wild over here, boy. It get wild over here, boy. It get wild over here, boy. Let's go, Marty. Let's go, Marty. FPSD said, he got my boy Eddie in there. He said, you will know God is real when the story plays out. Amen. And you don't know how the story gonna play out. Just gotta enjoy it. Man, y'all see that? What's up, Coach Dre? What's up, my boy? Boy came up with the boom box. Perfect time, man. Throw the watch up, man. Hell, just throw the watch up for anyway. Throw the watch up. Drop the watch in the chat. Drop the watch. If you got hated on it and you still bald, drop a watch in the chat. If they ever move the goalposts on you, drop a watch in the chat. If somebody ever ain't liked you because of who your people are, drop a watch in the chat. If you ever been mistreated but not defeated, drop a watch in the chat. Yeah, man. Hey, boy, they got me turned up tonight, y'all. Yeah, drop that watch in the chat. This ain't that. Hey man, y'all remember when the peace sign went crazy in the late 80s, early 90s, and they said it means more than two fingers? That watch starting to mean more. ML Dukes, boy, I might turn into MF Dukes. Hell, you hear me? This for the culture. Yeah, man. They thought it was. Y'all know my favorite saying. Oh, I got to sneeze. Oh, the sneeze went away. It mean I gotta say it. They had the right man with the what? They had the right man with the what? They had the right plan with the what? Right plan with the wrong man. Hello. Hey man, what y'all want to hit? We can take a side to side today. Man, what? Hey man, hey, we kicking it tonight. Y'all gonna watch me cut up. Where boy calling that? Hello, we gonna bring up? Oh, I got one for you. It's just a little. Hey boy. Hey, shout out that boy Bucky. Hey, what was that? Yee! Go ahead, Bucky. That's the wrong one. Hold on. I gotta get the other one. That boy done remixed all Fall Down already. There we go. Fucking hoes, got hella women. Stacking dough, I'm hella spinning. Aim at their heads if I feel tension. Crazy thing, that's the beginning. The way they got me feeling, if it's smoke, it's smoke. I stopped taking high roads a long time ago. If it's smoke, I'm with it. Bring back their heads to prove you did it. Hey, cause it ain't no sympathy for none of these niggas. Ain't no sympathy. Cause they ain't have sympathy for me. I just sit back and run up them digits. Yeah. Hey, then go and split it with my family. Split it with the fam. Hey, it ain't no sympathy for none. Ain't no sympathy. Because they ain't have sympathy for me. If it's smoke that your little heart desire, hey, just know that we gon' play for keys. Cause whoever speak on my brothers, they all fall down. Anybody talk about my sisters, man, they all fall down. Anybody go against my family, man, they all fall down. Anybody go against my niggas, man, they all fall down. I had to play it for my boy. And YouTube, you can't copyright it because he told me I could. Now, hey, ain't nothing in the red cup tonight, boy. I ain't had no drinking since 5 weeks now. Oh yeah, boy. Hey, it's football season. I ain't got time to play around. Y'all see this content dropping? It's time to go to work, baby. Hey, one thing about it, y'all gonna learn about me. When it's time to go to work, I go to work. I ain't gotta have a drink again. As long as I can. Hey, boy, we going to work. You hear me? We got work to do. Real business. I ain't drinking no but some high quality H2O like Bobby Boucher say. Huh? Natural high. When you get excited because the culture win, man, feel like Let me tell you something. All right, cool. When Barack Obama won the election, there was a lot of stuff that some people did not agree with, but it was for the culture. Sometimes you just gotta band together when it's for the culture. You did. This one for the culture. It don't matter who you with. If you with the culture, you can be a Falcons fan, you can be a Bengals fan, you can be any kind of fan. If you for the culture, you for it. Pac-Man Jones, Bengal, big Bengal. Come on, dog. Yeah, man. It's up. And that's what it's about, man. Standing for something. How many times do we see kids from a background like Shedeur who can shoulder the responsibility of a culture and it not be out of place? What I mean by that is a lot of times you see kids who come up like Shedeur did, affluent on TV, things of that nature. They look like they're trying too hard. It doesn't seem genuine. They want to be gangsters. It's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Shedeur just wanted to be himself, and they hated him for it. He liked to pop it. He liked to pop his own stuff, not what you want him to do, what he wants to do, and they hated him for it because he wasn't bothered. You ever been in a relationship and you got an argumentative partner, and when they want to argue, and you say, "Okay, that's the worst thing you can do to somebody," you might as well did something to him. You might as well cheated on them or something. If they want to argue, and you just say, "All right," oh man, you might as well call them out their name. That's what Shedeur did to millions of people who decided that they wanted to go against him because he didn't seem to be bothered by what people thought he should be bothered by. They get real mad. He ain't bothered. The boy is so unbothered that it makes him mad. My boy Apostle and Jones boy dropped the 1999. He said I couldn't drop 12 for 12. 1999 was closest. Man, I appreciate it, man. And y'all know I'm gonna be fair. I don't think y'all ever see me really act like this, but because it's not just because of Shedeur doing well. It's not just that. I'm telling you, man, there was another message sent tonight. The message sent was, I don't have to conform to the societal norms of what you think I'm supposed to be. One more time. The message tonight was, I don't have to conform to the societal norms of what you think I'm supposed to be. I can be me, and that's enough. I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna be me and I'm gonna work hard. See, I can't be me and be lazy. I can't be me and be late. No, I can be on time. I can be early. I can stay late. I can work hard. I can spend time in the community. I can ball on the field. I can be a son. I could be a budding philanthropist. And none of that is negated because I do this. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I felt that. Okay, cool. Right? Because I've been on Paul Feinbaum with these on and these on. And Feinbaum called it a costume. I've been there. Been there. So that means you mean to tell me that every time that I've been on your show and I killed it to the point Roman Harper himself said, "Hey, boy, you killed that. You smoked that, Dukes." And you reduce Cartiers and gold chains to be in a costume because it's my culture? Because I'm not supposed to be able to toe that line? I couldn't be myself. I ain't had no hat on. Yeah, man. So I feel it. I'm on that type of time tonight. Because it wasn't just for the Cleveland Browns. It's for my kind of Browns. You hear me? It ain't just gotta be black people. But anybody who identifies with the culture and puts in the work to not make the culture look bad. This ain't for the people who scream culture and go to work late. This ain't for the people that scream culture and don't put in the work. This ain't for the folks that make excuses for having piss poor performance and blame it on the culture. Not them people. This is for the ones that get up and go to work every day and do what they supposed to do and still ball and still hold it down for where they from. The ones that did the research, the ones that did the work, the ones that put in the work. Come on, dog. That's who this for. That's why I'm turned. Say no Tito's. That ain't Tito's. Ain't no more H2O and some energy. Because people always think that there's only one way to do things, and if you do not succumb or conform to those societal norms, then you don't care enough. They actually tried to say Shedeur doesn't love football because he didn't care enough. They said that he should have showed up to the draft like Cam Ward. He's not Cam Ward. No disrespect to Cam Ward, but he ain't Cam Ward. Why does he say legendary? Because the boy want to be, that's what he wants to be. I could think a lot of other things that he could aspire to be besides legendary. And you mad because he wants to be legendary? You're mad because he's speaking that over his life? It ain't like he's not the most accurate passer in college football history. It ain't like that. Huh? You mad because somebody wants to speak positivity and greatness over their life? And that's got to be arrogance to you? And he puts the work in to be legendary? It's legendary tonight. Tonight was legendary, sir. Mary, Tony. Tonight was legendary. Best performance ever by a quarterback starting his first game as a rookie in the 5th round. We know that at least, and there's a more streamlined stat to go with that. But we know for a fact no 5th rounder's ever done that before. We know that. Can we at least agree to that? Okay. Yeah, man. You know what I got? Time tonight. Hello. Yeah. You might see folks. Hey, you might see somebody. I might let somebody pull out in front of me tomorrow on the expressway on the street. I'm like, hey man, you got it. Go ahead. Red light. We good. That might be the new. Good boy. Long day at work. Cool. Hey man, be safe on the way home, my boy. How crazy is this? Before it was this. Hey, man. And people will say, why, Deuce. I've been there. You got to think. Last year, I was 1 of 1. Uno. 1 of 1. And I knew 1 of 1. One person, there was one person in the world last year who interviewed in college football. One person in college football last year interviewed the two most powerful men in the game last year, Kirby Smart and Deion Sanders. One person. You looking at them. I was not rewarded for going to get interviews that I got no help to go get. And this ain't a shot to On3. This is just the truth. But everything else that came along with me, we couldn't find common ground on how to make that work because I marched to the beat of a different drum. Not that I wasn't doing my work. I got a director to go find Deion Sanders, and I didn't find Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders found me. So, yeah, it means a lot. Not just because of the last name, but for the have-nots becoming the haves, for the rejected to be respected. Hello. Come on, man. Play with Martin Luther. Martin Luther Dukes tonight. Yeah, man. Come on now. Yeah, we came to pop it tonight. That's what we came to do. That's what we came to do. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Send this to somebody. Tell them to subscribe. Cause this gonna be a hell of a football season, y'all. Come on, man. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I don't use, I'm usually a little more laid back. Yeah. I get to going. You hear me? Come on now. You know what ain't fair. Favor. Hello. And it's one of those things that you look back on and you say, have you ever asked yourself, and this is for fans of the Sanders family. Nobody ever they quick to want to say you blank riding. They want to say that you glazing. They want to say all of this stuff. But I wonder why have people ever sat back and realized why they've identified. This is real stuff now. Why do you identify with somebody like Deion Sanders? And when I would break that down, people never really understood it unless they understood it. But when you look at everything that is represented, it's never been about the football. It's about how. For years, y'all, I want to, man, I want to go ahead and go there. I really do. I got a little time left. Hold on. For years and years, we were told we couldn't. We couldn't. We couldn't. I say this from time to time. My dad is 82 years old. He'll be 83 in November. I'm 42. He had me when he was 40. All right, cool. His daddy was born in 1895. Okay, cool. Imagine just from my granddaddy, who was born in 1895 and passed away in, I believe, 1979 at 84 years old. Imagine how many times my granddaddy to my daddy, who was born in 1942 in Griffin, Georgia, right? Imagine how many caints they've heard. Stay with me. So all of the caints that we've heard, the caints, you can't do that. You can't sit there. You can't talk like that. You can't do this to me. You can't be here. You can't get a job like that. You can't sit next to her. You can't do that. You can't get that type of money. You can't get that job. You can't. So when we get a can for the culture, when you get a can for the culture, it means that much more. You can't this, you can't that. That's why. If y'all want to put it down, that's why. This a can for every can't. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Ain't shooting birds no more. Come on, man. Hey, look. All right, y'all. So I got a little chill just then, so I'm gonna chill. You feel me? So, it's a difference, and I explained this earlier, that Coach Prime himself told me, hold me accountable. If it ain't right, Duke, say it. What he told me. I'm not mad if you say it. I want you to say it. What do you see, Duke? What do you see? This is a true conversation. People think Coach Prime only keeps people around him that only say good things. That's the furthest thing from the truth. You got to be man enough to tell him the truth because you care about the finished product, because you're a real one. Accountability is a part of their culture. I saw him get onto Shiloh for being only 15 minutes early. The Colorado Buffaloes have a meeting at 7:45. They got to be in their seats by 7:30. Accountability is in the DNA of Shedeur Sanders. And they hated on him. And they pushed him to the 5th round behind false narratives. And I'm glad that he got his opportunity to take every false narrative, throw it back in their face, wipe their face with it, and flush it down the toilet, and throw the wrist up. All right, y'all. That's my time, man. I appreciate it. Y'all enjoy the weekend, and just realize we got to be on time. We're not going to be late. We're going to stay late to get extra work because we are still in the process of turning every can't into a can. I'm out.